Testing, testing. Test, test, test. Yo, Zah, how's it going? Just a moment, eh? Just one moment. Just one moment. You're still awake, it's it's past midnight. Almost time for you to sleep. Let me see. Is it working? Are things working? Yes. Let me just change the node to say dev chat. Dev chat 119. There we go. It's almost time. I'm not playing music at the moment. Let me just play it now. Fall asleep in stream or until your phone dies is on 17%. Alright. Let me switch to lo-fi. Just one moment. 17%. That's not a lot left. Okay, I think I'm just gonna join the chat just to see if John is here. So I think only John will be here today with me. I feel like you could fall asleep to my voice. Well, I'm flattered. Thank you.
Yo.
Yo, Nugget. Hey, yo, John. How's it going, John?
Hey.
Eh? What's that?
Hey.
Eh? Eh?
Going okay.
Doing okay.
Yeah.
Okay is better than not okay.
Yeah.
Just one moment, eh? So are we getting Metroid Prime on the 22nd?
Yeah.
What? What's that?
Let's do that.
So
Yeah,
let's do that.
that. Yeah.
But you need to fly on the 23rd, is it?
Yep.
Alright, right. So a day before. Alright, sure. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't think DVS can join us today. I think his sleep schedule is completely blocked.
Because of you.
Because of what do you mean because of me? He works the night shift, yo.
Ah.
Yeah, he's used to being awake at the ungodly hours. Yeah. Yeah. Hang on. Okay. Anyways, what have you got to show today, John?
I guess today will be a quick one, huh?
Big one? Really?
Yeah. Okay, very.
Yeah.
From me and from you, I don't know.
Mine is not gonna be too long, I guess.
Today will be a quick session.
Yeah, maybe half an hour. Okay.
Alright. This week, I've been trying to fix some bugs in the collision stuff, collision detection and response. It's still a little bot.
I see.
If you see it, when you see it like when it hits the corner. I haven't like decided how I'm gonna handle that, how to detect that.
Hang on. Okay, wait. What corner?
Well, when the ball hits the corner of
Of a block.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't figured out a good way to handle decide which direction it should go.
Right.
Or other it currently sometimes it still doesn't make sense.
Right.
So I gotta fix that.
You could use the. Would the N++ way work? By taking the minimum penetration distance to determine which side you're hitting.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, but that only works if it's not super fast, right? Like the ball is not moving super fast. Yeah. Or I suppose your other method would be swap AABB, you think?
Maybe.
Because swap AABB, part of the algorithm does actually return the collision normal.
Okay.
So maybe you have that option, right? Yeah, because swap AABB is what I used, and it's based on someone else's implementation, right? And it's pretty handy. If I want to say that there is I suppose the only downside is that it's obviously more expensive than a naive check, right? But you know, it seems to be worth using.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I might consider that. I'll see if what I'm doing. Actually, I have no idea what swept AABB, how it works.
Right. It's a little bit like a ray cast. Yeah, but it takes into account the fact that your collision volume is a box. Oh wait, I just realized yours is a circle. Well, I suppose.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Well, I suppose you can use ray casting of some sorts, right? I don't know.
Yeah, which is exactly what this is doing. It's just some kind of ray casting against the box.
Right.
Yeah.
But the algorithm doesn't include determining which side of the box you're hitting.
It does. It tells me which side. So I can tell that it's at the corner. I can tell that.
Okay. If you can tell, why can't you get the response?
Oh, because I haven't gone and thought about it yet.
Right.
What should I be doing to determine like whether
I mean.
So basically, the response is very easy, right? It just reflect one axis or two axes.
Yeah. But like looking at your scene, I imagine there are only 4 possible collision normals, right? Right, left, up, and down, right?
What if you hit the? Yeah, I mean 4 collision normals, yes. But what if you hit exactly at the corner?
Then you pick one.
Head on. What if it's head on?
Head on.
Yeah.
Head on. Then I guess I know of one implementation where they put like a small circle, like so small it might as well be a dot, right, at the corners, and then you use that to calculate your collision normal simply by doing the subtraction between your ball and that corner, right? You get the collision normal. Right, and then you use that to reflect the ball. Yeah, but do you need that kind of accuracy?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Right. So it's not that you don't have a way of getting the collision normal. You already have it. You just haven't decided what to do with the information.
Yeah.
Right.
When it hits the sides, I know exactly what to do. When it hits the corner, then
yeah.
What am I looking at? What am I supposed to look at?
Right.
Really thought about it.
Right. I would just choose one. But that's just me, right? That's just me, right? You don't have to do the same. It's up to you. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. So there's that. I have one more change that I did. What did I do? One more change. So
oh my god! God damn you, John! Damn you! Don't. Okay, no one's responding. That's good. So no one's here to see this. That's good, John. Either that or they don't see what's happening.
They don't see what's happening.
They don't see what's happening. That's good. That's good.
They should.
No, John, please. Oh my god. Okay. How do you do the trail, by the way?
What? How do I do in trail? I just have a whole bunch of walls behind the thing.
And with alpha.
Where is it? Yeah. And then it just dies off after a certain. It just dies off. I'm trying to figure out where the code is. Yeah, I spawn like something behind, and I just iterate through them. Whichever has died, I would reuse them. Yeah, I just don't have anything that makes the trail die, like the alpha.
Right. The trail looks like a container. Is it your own container? Do you write your own pool class, or is it something that is part of the language?
No, I wrote my own pool class.
Nice.
To this.
Nice.
Trail 30. What's the trail like? Yeah, let's make the trail last even longer. Let's see. 240 maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Kind of grainy right now because I zoomed in.
Right. Kind of what right now? Blurry.
Grainy.
Oh, grainy. Right.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it does. But I can see why you say the respawn is sometimes doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll go work on that. The response. More.
Yeah. Just
then,
that.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know, it doesn't feel like you need too long to do that.
Yeah. One thing at a time, chinykian.
One thing at a time, right. Yeah, sure. That's good. One step at a time. What's your pool implementation like, by the way? Like, is it a naive implementation or
yeah, it's a super naive implementation.
So you just scan linearly and find a free one?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Do you cache the index?
Cache the index?
No. So you always scan from the beginning?
Yeah.
Right. It seems fine, right?
Yeah, and if they're all used up, I just pull out the first one anyway.
Oh, then you reuse the first one.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong, right?
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Yeah. Yeah. Just do what the game needs, right? No point spending all this time architecturing the code and then not use it in the end. Right, John?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's how game programming works.
Yeah. You have a search predicate.
Oh yeah. So I have a pool. I don't dictate like what parameters the pool object have. So if you use an active tag, then I'll just when you create the pool, you pass in the predicate you want to use, right?
Right. The predicate, I assume, has a one parameter that is the data type of the instance in the pool then.
Right. Yeah. So you can look at this pool of balls that I have, right? This is the creator function, and this is the predicate.
I like this implementation, John. I like this. Because my pool just kind of assumes that your instance has an active boolean, right? So that means
that works too, right?
Yeah, I suppose that works, but yours has more flexibility, which is nice, right? There's something to consider, right? Like if I ever, for now I don't need it, but if I do ever need something like this, I can choose to implement it this way. That's pretty cool.
But yeah, one thing to note is it's a function call for every single item in your pool.
Are you afraid that it will add up?
Maybe not. I don't know.
Right.
In my case, it doesn't.
Right.
It's just 20 items. Run through 20 items. Call a function 20 times what?
Yeah.
I'm
not sure if it's okay for me to do this, right? But I have students who are like obsessed with optimization, but I tend to say that you're writing, for most part, right, if they are writing engine code, yes, I think optimization is extremely important, right? But a lot of times they are writing gameplay code. I'm saying, yeah, you're writing gameplay code, you don't need to optimize to this extent. Do you think that is an okay statement to make? Because that's what I tell them.
Well, gameplay code still has to run. Like, you might still be running.
It still has to be optimized.
Yeah, there still has to be some kind of consideration, but I think you're also right to say that you shouldn't be optimizing so early on.
Right.
General advice is measure then optimize, right? So
right.
Get the game out. If it's slow, you measure what is the slow part, then you optimize the slow part. Right?
True. With a profiler and stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah. Good point. Right. You think that if I made a statement like that, people might end up taking the wrong lesson instead. Just go overboard.
No, I don't think so.
Because like if it's, because generally, right, I would say, hey, you know, I think at this point, right, favor readability of your code first. I think that's like still more important. Like make sure your code is readable rather than, you know, worrying about optimization and stuff.
Yeah. Readability is very important.
Yeah.
How many times have we come back to code
and then we have no idea what we wrote? Yeah, so readability. Yeah, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And in any case, well, I guess certain ideas are still applicable. For example, pooling generally is helpful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Pooling is not just helpful, right? It's essential, right? It's essential. Yeah.
Like if you say like, oh, optimization isn't important, then you just create like a new sprite every frame to for the trail.
Yeah, that's terrible, right? Yeah. No, I'm talking more like when students ask me about optimization, right? I'm talking about stuff like, this variable, this integer j equals to 0. Oh, I'm putting it inside the loop. Is it okay if I put it outside of the loop? Is it more optimized that way? Stuff like that. Yeah, or there's an additional function call in the for loop and stuff like that. Is that stuff that you need to truly worry about? Maybe at some point, yes, but not so. I don't feel like that is. Is that something that that has to be hanging over your head every single time you write your code? No, right?
Yeah, at that level, how would you know? How would you know whether that change actually makes a difference?
Yeah,
how
you
much
wouldn't,
of a difference would it make?
You're right.
So yeah, that's why the general advice is measure first, then optimize.
True. Have you heard about the? Do you know about this game called Yandere Simulator, John?
Yeah.
You know about that game, right? So, so on YouTube, I don't know if I've talked to you about this, but on YouTube there has been like there's a hoo-ha going around. So I'm saying that there are various YouTubers posting videos talking about how unoptimized the game is, and I mean surely that's true, right? But because it was lagging and stuff, but I feel like there's some misinformation going on, because like a lot of this YouTuber, right, keep bringing up an example. They will say that, oh, you know, this developer, it wrote his code, right, with like hundreds of thousands of lines of if statements, right, and they say, oh, that's terrible, he should have done switch statements, right, as if that's going to fix the problem. Yeah, and it's like a lot of YouTubers keep repeating this talking point, right, it's saying that, oh, use switch instead of if, as if for a gameplay code, right, as if that switch, right, is going to suddenly make the game run smooth. That's not it, right? So there was another video, right, that is a bit more technical, a video made by someone who's actually a programmer, has a coding background, right, and he did a breakdown, right, and he says that the optimization is unoptimized, but it's unoptimized on the graphical front. So like there are graphics, right, like that player don't see, right, like by that I mean like there are meshes that players don't see, right, that is of extremely high polygon count, right, like for example, a highly polygon doorknob or a nail, right, on the table, right, that is like for some reason super high poly and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's the breakdown. That's supposedly the more accurate reason for the unoptimized nature of the game. Yeah, so you know, right? So actually, why am I talking about this again?
We're talking about optimization and
right, and yeah. So then that led to this little sharing session, right? So basically, I'm just saying that I don't know. There are a lot of misconception about the code. It's not going to make that much difference, right, John?
Not that much. Especially with a smart compiler will be able to
We'll fix that
change
problem
your,
anyways, right?
Yeah. If your if else statements, your switch statements, the smart compiler will be able to transform them well to something that's more optimized. And besides, if you have too many if else or switch cases, if you have too many beyond a certain limit, the compiler won't even bother making any of them like run better or anything.
Right. Because it's what? Because it's not able to, or the compile time will take too long.
Because it's not able to. I
Right.
think many compilers have a built-in limit of how many switch cases that you're going to try to optimize.
Right.
So for example, with switch statements, it's possible that your compiler might turn it into a sort of like an array with an index pointing
Yes.
to what address it should go to and all that.
Yes.
But it's also possible that your compiler might look at an if-else statement and also do the same thing.
If it's smart enough.
Yeah, if it's smart enough.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I see. That's cool.
But beyond a certain limit, too many switch cases, and then it won't even bother with this transformation. So,
Right. Huh. That's cool. John, you read up on the latest news about compilers.
Not the latest news.
Not the latest news.
Read some stuff. This might not be the latest news, so I don't know.
What you mean? Like now it might even be more powerful.
Yeah.
Right. That's cool, man. Thanks for sharing, John. Okay. What's next for you?
Yeah.
I think you mentioned it, but let's talk about it again. What's next for you?
Let's fix the weirdness in the bouncing off the blocks when it hits a corner. And then let's do some gameplay.
Yay!
At least add a score thingy when
Yay! You still need buttons, right, for spawning. You need currencies. Currency. Yeah. Cool. Basically, focusing on. Sorry, yeah? What? You can what?
Oh, I can feel my hand slipping already.
Please don't. It's not a game yet, John. Don't sleep now. That's cool. Ah, damn! It keeps bouncing out. What are the chances of that happening?
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. There's something pretty, I don't know what's the word, satisfying, cathartic, about seeing it clear. The thing, yeah.
It's very unsatisfying when it bounces out.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for it to hit something.
Yeah. Oh, hey, DVS has woken up.
DVS.
Is DVS in the chat?
DVS. Not yet.
It just woke up. Okay, that's alright. Cool, John. Shall I begin? Shall I start?
No, I'm gonna leave this on here until DVS comes in.
No.
Sure, let's move on to you.
Yeah, maybe you'll be the one making the ball Jaboa game.
Hey DVS. Look at this.
It's such a silly meme.
Yeah, okay, I gotta go fix that collision. Okay, Kenny, your turn.
Well, anyway, Zah is about to sleep. So, good night, Zah. Have a good rest. Rest your ears. Yeah, don't blast loud music into your ears. It might cause damage. Alright, have a good night. See ya. Oh, DVS here. Yo, DVS.
Alright.
Yo.
That's one second. Let me
Good morning.
Let me get something
no worries. Yeah, take our time. Take our time. I'll just share my screen first.
Alright. Be right back.
Okay. Alright, John, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So, not much to talk about, but I have I just released an update, version 1.2.0. Thanks again for helping me test, John.
No problem.
So 1.2.0 gave me some problem, right, before I published it. And the problem was something to do with the certificate, right? Some SSL issue, I think. And you suggested that I update the Xcode, right? And I did, and that solved the problem. But when I update Xcode, so previous versions of Solblade, the minimum iOS version requirement was iOS 9, which I think is like super old by now, right? And after the update, I realized that I needed to update other libraries as well. For example, AppMob. So then I caught a warning. It says that, hey, AppMob targets iOS 11 to some other versions, and so now I need to bump up the requirement from iOS 9 right to iOS 11. So that's one of the things I had to do. But I think it should be fine, right? iOS 11. I think almost everyone who plays the game should have iOS 11.
That's what you would think.
Yeah, I hope so.
Imagine with like 15,000 players on iOS 9.
I don't know, John. Okay. You know when I got my iPod, right? I got my iPod around the time I released Serious Scramblers. I'm not sure if you still remember. So around 2018, 2019. How long ago was 2018 and 19? It's like
5 years ago.
5 years? So I got my iPod. I checked, right? I was like, okay, my iPod is pretty old. Let me check what iOS version I have, right? It's iOS 12, John. So, like, how old does it have to be before it's iOS 11? What's yours? What's your version?
iOS 16.
16, that's the latest.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I don't think you have to worry.
Okay. Okay, good. I don't have to worry. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, that was one of the issues, and of course, when updating the softwares, right? There's naturally some concern about the stability, because when I update Xcode, right, that's not the only thing I need to update. I also have to update GameMaker as well, because for compatibility issue, So updating GameMaker means the runtime is also different. If the runtime is different, right, it's possible that there are like other minor behaviors in the game, right, that could be different as well. So there is a time when I was working on Serious Scramblers when I update the GameMaker runtime, right, and the physics is all off by 1 pixel. So that's definitely scary, right? But like I tested Solblades. I think it's okay. And also the collision is basically my own implementation anyways, right? So it's not using GameMaker's one. So I think that's safe. Anyways, let's talk about what I've done. I talked about this already, right, last week.
Yep.
Anyways, I centralized the blocks. This is not in version 1.2.0, but it will be in 1.3.0. Some of the stuff I've done, this one I talked about it last week, right? I've added 2 new characters for 1.3.0. So Kong is from Serious Scramblers, right? I brought him over. I think I'm going to gradually bring more characters from Serious Scramblers over. I have a coder dog. Coder dog. Yeah, I'm actually not very sure about the shape of the head against the blue t-shirt. Yo, devious. Anyways, I made 2 characters. Kong, it's monkey, and this dog with a headphones and glasses. I wonder where I got the idea. Alright, so I have that. What else have I done? Oh crap, I forgot. Oh yeah. I have also done this background effects. Right, so I can toggle it off, and the game will basically the background will be blank, right, just like that. This is done for people who may end up finding the background a little bit distracting. Right, there was one request to turn it off, so yeah, I just thought that I could add in the option to remove the effects if they so choose. What other things have I done? So I talk about updating Xcode, I talk about adding 2 characters, and I talk about like these minor additions, right? I think I am mostly done. I also talk about the releasing version 1.2.0. So I guess what's next for me would be updating the game still, right? I've added an additional 2 characters for 1.3.0. I'm thinking of adding more. I am thinking of looking into cloud save as well. Like cloud save is important.
Does it not happen already with iCloud Game Center?
Does it not? Well, what do you mean? So you mean I don't need an additional library, I just need to call some functions? Or are you saying that it's more like out of the box, it automatically happens?
I kind of assumed it was out of the box.
Oh, I don't think so. Yeah, because even for Jump Jerboa, I have been getting requests to add cloud save, right? And my response was that I'll get to it. I guess this time I really should get to it. Yeah. Yeah. Especially for this game, I noticed the volume of downloads is significantly higher. So just to share, right, some stats, right, and maybe sharing a bit of a good news. So Jump Jerboa, right, has been released for like more than a year, and so in the span of like 1+ years, it has gotten on iOS, right? I only have the figures for iOS. It has gotten like around 190,000 downloads, right? Which is significant, right? It's nice. I'm happy for that. Then Saw Blades has been released for 1 month, right? And it is currently at more than 150,000. So you can see the pretty drastic difference, right? Yeah. So there's definitely more pressure to update this game at a faster pace. And the good thing is that it's easier to update this game as well, because I at the very least, right, I can make characters, right? I can just say, hey, this new update, 3 new characters and stuff like that. Yeah. But I'm definitely also trying to look into stuff like different customization options, like different saw blades, different background, and hopefully in the near future, right, different game modes as well. That's it for me. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Okay. Devious' turn. Devious, how are you?
John already go? Yeah.
Yeah, John already did this.
Alright, let me Can you see my screen?
What's your update for this week?
First, I want to say this week went by way too fast. It doesn't even feel like 2 or 3 days passed by. Or it feels like only 2 or 3 days passed by.
I distinctly remember you saying you work on Team's Paradise. Is that what you worked on?
I touched on it a little, but then I got really preoccupied with some of the code on this. Because I really wanted to solve it. And it was mostly UI code.
UI code, right.
Yeah. Which was oh, sorry. Okay.
Yes.
The UI code was basically interacting with the world and whatnot. You can move around and whatnot right now. There's 2 things I actually messed with. And both of them were a little more complicated than I thought they would be. The first one is this. So you have your 2 lists. I put all the info, so all the info reads now. I think, mostly anyways.
Right.
So for these, when you select something, it'll put it right here on the right. I haven't added any of the art right now, so that's why this is empty, and this one something else. But basically, it shows you the little meter. So like the meters that's gonna be here, it's gonna be here, but it's gonna show you like a bigger version. And I was trying to design like all this too, like how to make it fit, how to make it work. And so like this is the current stats, and this is what the actual stats are supposed to be. So the player knows like what the max is and what the current, what do you call it is. Because this was like a big thing I was trying to figure out. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is something I was trying to figure out. Each of these steps represents like a certain amount, like a certain kind of armor. So like there's the level 3 armor is the one that comes out the most, and that one like halves any damage that comes in. And then you have the normal armor, which just goes away. And then you have the what do they call this? Weak armor kind of stuff.
Okay.
So basically, if the weak armor is hit, then it affects other things. And then when the all the armor is like taken down all the way, then the part pretty much becomes useless, so it can't be used anymore. But the big problem was trying to show that to the player. So let's say you didn't have this selected. I was like, well, how do I tell the player all that information and like not completely fill the screen with a whole bunch of numbers, because there are a bunch of numbers, but not as many as there would be. Okay. The what was I gonna say?
It's okay, take our time.
Yeah. It's all right. Okay, so I had to do all that stuff, and I figured out like I would do a little system right here where it's like the first number is like the top armor, second number is the middle level 2 armor, and 4 is the level 1 armor, which level 1 is like the weak armor.
Okay.
So the player would be able to look at it like fast. Another thing was like actually fitting the numbers into the screen. I had bigger numbers before like this, but I realized that I can use these little numbers, and it actually works whenever you like make it go full screen, because you can read it a lot better and everything. And I was like, okay, it fits, it looks good, and you can read it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I can read this, right? Like, yeah, I don't know what the numbers are.
But is this the inventory screen?
Yeah, this is like every time you open, there's gonna be 2 ways to open the inventory screen. There's gonna be a little button over here. You can click and that'll open it up, or you can like right click one of the what do you call it?
Units?
Or the tiles.
Right.
I don't know why I'm so cool. Anyways, yeah, so you can right click it and that'll open up the top one's gonna be your inventory, since I have inventory here. And the bottom one's gonna be whatever tile you're on. Or whatever tile you right click anyways. Currently you can do this with any tile from like any distance that I'm about to show. So like, you can right click this, whatever. But you'll only be able to switch between exchange things between the 2 tiles, the tile that you're on and your inventory. So there's gonna be a mechanic later where if you're in a certain zone, you can switch out between your chests. So you're gonna have like little chests that you can put stuff in.
Yeah.
So this scrolling, I had a really tough time trying to figure out how to do this, because I wasn't sure, like like God, I this took up like 2 days just figuring out how to do this.
Yeah.
Because I had to figure out how to make it like stick like that after moving like a part, so like that, so it stays down here.
Hello. I think your mic.
Oh, sorry, I'm probably too far away from it.
Oh, okay.
There we go. So like trying to figure out how to this is something that was more complicated than I thought it was. I made one before, but I've never made one to this degree. Whatever. It was a little harder than I thought.
Right.
So basically, like if I'm in the middle, the big thing I was trying to figure out is how to keep it like there. I guess I don't know how to say this. Yeah, so like if I drop a part, I wasn't sure how to like keep it within the same range or whatever, and that took me a while to figure out how to do that. But yeah, so then whatever. I eventually figured it out. So one of the things I added was just like you got the highlight, and you got the little arrow right here. It's the drop arrow, so it drops it on whatever tile you're looking at. So like you can.
Oh.
You just pick it up all.
Right. So that wait, does it mean you're tossing stuff away?
Yeah. You're basically just dropping it. That's what this is doing.
Right. Right.
There's gonna be like a use button as well, but it's not. There's also a weight system, so each tile is gonna have like a max weight, and you're gonna have a max weight. But I just have a lot right now, and it starts off 0, and it doesn't account for the starting amount. That's why it goes into negatives.
Right.
That was one. Yeah, reading out the information that was just mostly tedious because I had to figure out because all the parts are gonna have like different they show different stats or whatnot and different things. So I had to figure out, or I ended up just typing up a little array thing where it's like, okay, if it's this particular part or kind of part, then it'll read it. Oh, another thing is let's say you have this selected and you drop it, it'll stay selected. So like if you, I don't know, select this, well, I probably won't work with this one because it's something else. So I'll have to figure a thing out with that. Oh, that's okay. 20. Yeah, so it'll like stay selected or whatever. Oh yeah, so the other thing I added was actually figuring out how to do the enemies. This took a day or two as well, because I had to figure out the timing. Since it's a tower defense kind of game, I had to figure out what's the order of like how things move.
Okay.
So you can't see this, but I'm pressing T. You see a little enemy pop up right here. Over there.
Oh, there, right.
Yeah, I'm a little dude. So basically, I had to figure out the order. So I had to do a lot of ahead planning. And basically, the order is going to be, what is it? Your unit's factory, like what if like the factory has to spit out a unit. And then it's going to be enemy movement along the path, and there's going to be like wild enemies that are just rolling around. And then the last one's going to be the actual turrets that are going to like shoot. Yeah, I didn't think a lot about like how I think you can, you're not supposed to be able to move on that spot because if it has an enemy.
Right. Are the enemies supposed to be like at the corner?
Well, I just have it like that to keep track of the number. Whenever I in actual game, it would randomize them, so they're all going to be like different spots.
Right.
So the reason it's in the corner is because it accumulates. So like you see this, and this one's going to move over there.
Oh.
Yeah, they come in one by one, like in a group.
Right.
So the longer you wait, the more they accumulate. And then they get more and more.
That's nice.
Yeah. And if you, I don't think it shows. Oh no, I took it off. Or that's not a thing right now. But when you right click it, there's going to be like a tab, and you're going to be able to look at like how many are there and which ones are there. I'm going to try my best to show all the types that are currently there using a quick little check that sets the ones that show as like a percentage. So like if most of them are these dudes and there's like the lesser half is a different kind, then it'll show like that kind of thing in the what do you call it? If there's at least one, then I'm going to show that one here. But there's not only going to be 5 in a slot. There could be like more, like 10 or something if you're not careful.
Mm.
And how the combat's going to work basically is you're going to like right click it. It's going to show the enemies, and then you have your you're going to have abilities over here. Then you have your like little units, and you basically like click the ability, or maybe I'm thinking of just doing scroll. If you're over here or something, you can or like if you're hovering over the enemies, or whatever, you just scroll.
Right.
Or go through your little attacks. Anyways, you click an attack and click an enemy, and that attacks that enemy. The way I plan on representing that is maybe something like, I can't remember, what did I do with it? Oh yeah, something like that. Okay. I was toying around with like ideas, and maybe I might do something like this, where they're like, where they're like bouncing around.
Okay.
You ever played Kingsway?
No.
Oh yeah, so in Kingsway, it pops up little things, and you gotta and they move around and stuff, and they do things, special things. Like some just move side to side, and some like teleport, like now and again.
Okay.
And some of them just do.
Are you saying that entire card will be moving around?
What's up?
The entire card that you're selecting, that's the thing that is moving around, not
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what would be moving around, and they'd all be moving around.
Okay.
And you gotta use your little weapons or whatever, and you gotta shoot them, click them. So there's a chance you can miss. I guess maybe I might do this. I'm not entirely sure, but it seems like a fun little thing because you don't see any games that actually make use of that Kingsway thing that they were doing, which I really love. It was like one of the most unique parts of the combat system.
Right.
Is that the little things move around? Pretty great.
How is this combat gonna integrate with the tower defense nature of your game?
Basically, whenever you're on the overworld, you can have equipment and stuff, and you can attack.
Right.
There's gonna be 3 ways to attack the enemies. Either you, with your equipment and stuff, which is what this is. You can equip guns and whatnot, and like I said, to do that, you just right click, and it'll show the enemies there, and you can you can shoot them.
Right.
Whatever. The second way is you're gonna be able to make little units that come out, and they're gonna follow the trails, and they're gonna go and attack whatever they're supposed to attack.
Right.
So in case they're the hives, like I showed last time, that show up right here. I can't do it right now, but and with the hives, they'll be able to clear the hives, and when you clear the hives, that opens up space so you can go even further out and set up more little turrets and whatnot, and expand your base and all that.
Right.
But if you send units out while there's mushrooms here, that'll you won't. Not only will you not be able to see them in the mushrooms, like you couldn't see the enemies when they were coming out. Like there's an enemy right here, but you can't see it because it's in a mushroom. So it's hidden in that particular spot. If your units are going through the mushroom stuff, it's gonna make it harder for them. So you're supposed to send out little units that go and harvest the mushrooms. And I'm gonna put timing in between when the enemies attack. So it's inspired by Kingdom, New Lands. There's a certain cooldown day, like an actual tower defense, like they do, and then when a certain time comes, then the enemies are gonna make a noise, and that's gonna let you know that they're coming, but you can't see them. So there's gonna be a tower. It's gonna be a little radar. It's gonna have a distance. It's not gonna tell you what's there, but it's gonna tell you that enemies are there. So it'll show a little red, warning sign right here, enemies are approaching, or whatever. Like in StarCraft when you had that particular radar. It wouldn't show you what it is. It just shows you a little exclamation point or whatever it was. I forget the symbol. But it show you that they're like coming around the corner or something that they're approaching.
Right.
And I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna do that kind of system. So that's one of the towers you'll be able to make. So you'll be able to look ahead and see the enemies coming. And then the third way is obviously just towers. Instead of sending the units out, you just build towers out. And the towers will shoot. This towers are the last thing that actually shoot. I think I might instead make it to where it shoots before the enemies move. I'm not entirely sure though. Oh no, that's what I'm doing right. So how I'm gonna do it is everything attacks, everything does its damage, and then it'll calculate what dies. So like the order of attack is well, it doesn't really matter. It just so like everything will still be alive, even if it's at 0 HP, and then at the end of all the attacks, it'll calculate like, okay, does this die, does this die, does this die, or whatever. And then it'll kill off everything that it's supposed to die, like your units and the enemy monsters.
Right.
I think that was it. Yeah, that's pretty much everything.
It's cool.
As for Tim's Paradise, I didn't really do a whole lot on that one, and can't even really. This week went by so fast, and I got so caught up on what I was doing in this game. Barely touched on Tim's Paradise.
Right.
Which, yeah, that's just me losing track of time. I honestly.
That happens.
It was like 2 or 3 days passed by. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's cool. It's looking good though. So you have the enemies. I guess next is the combat then.
Yeah, setting up the units and you being able to shoot or whatever.
Right. So what's next for you? Like next week?
Okay. Another thing I need to do is still make that Steam page for Tim's Paradise. But I think because I'm gonna put Tim's if I can finish this. I probably don't even need to finish it. I just needed to have it like in a demo state, huh? For the next Steam Fest, the next Steam Fest, I might actually end up having 2 games.
Tim's Paradise and this and Junkyard.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, this game is not called Junker. What is it called again? Junker Rats, right?
Junker Punk.
Junker Punk, right? Sorry.
Yeah, Junker Punk.
Right.
Junker Punk and then Tim's Paradise, and I might actually end up having 2 games up
in June.
I don't know if that's a good thing, and I don't know if that's a bad thing.
Oh, that's good. That's good. All right.
But I also need to check if there's like a limit for how many games you can have out per Steam Fest. I know you can't put the same game up, but I don't know if you can put more than one up.
I assume you can. I'm assuming you can.
You gotta be, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta put it up there and collect the wish list, right? For as long as you can. I read somewhere. No, I read somewhere. I watched this video by this marketing guy, a Steam marketing guy, and he mentioned that a good number of wish lists that would allow you to get onto the popular upcoming page is around 7,000 wish lists.
Really?
Yeah. 7,000. That's not easy to get, right? Yeah, but they did say that it's like a year-long effort. Like you have to participate in like various events to gradually collect the wish list. Yeah, that's cool. So if you were to put it up on Steam Fest this year, right? Like, when do you think you will be releasing it? Maybe next year?
Well, Steam Fest, the next Steam Fest, it's every 4 months.
Right.
So it should be in June, I believe. Oh, yeah, because it's February right now. So we have March, April, and May.
Yeah.
And then June.
But that's when you... Right.
3.5. It gives me about 3.5 months, and Tim's Paradise is already about to be finished.
Right. So 3.5 months for the demo, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And you don't have to release like right at the same time. So if I have a minimal viable product, I can put up a demo
Hmm.
that just gives you like a taste of some of it. That way, I don't have to finish the entire game. I just need to finish like
Yeah.
I guess a vertical slice or whatever.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Yeah. And then I'd be able to have that for both of them. And then I'd have them both at the same time. See
Yeah.
how that goes.
Yeah, and you can like cross promote.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's cool. I'll love to know the whole process.
Yeah. I'm curious. Because it seems weird to release 2 games as a solo indie.
Yeah.
Like, you're focusing too much on. I am a little split,
Split about what?
It should be fine because Tim's Paradise is like a whole package already.
Right.
Unlike Crueler, I'm not gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna promise all this other stuff. My approach to games now is basically gonna be making these smaller kind of things that are still like big enough to be like the game itself for a cheaper price, but I'll be able to like push out a lot. The goal isn't to push out more games. The goal is just for me to like have fun making games and experimenting with all kinds of different ideas.
Yeah.
The next idea I'm gonna have is there's an old game that I worked on where it's like you're a little you're a Yeti.
Okay.
I'd go to it, but I can't remember where it is.
A Yeti?
Yeah, you're a little Yeti. Did I ever show that off? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Let me see if it works. Let me
You still have the build.
Yeah, somewhere. Let me check real quick.
Fantastic.
Show something I don't want to show. Just in case.
You have a lot of demos.
Yeah, I do. Some of them don't like work anymore because I uploaded them at a point where it was just in testing phase, but I never really what do you call it?
I remember you showed this platformer that takes place on the floating island. There's another mock-up that you did. There is set.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the one.
Oh, that's the one?
When you roll around.
Yeah,
and this one you like roll around or whatever. I think that's this game. Yes. Okay. Here we go. And the big problem with that game or this game that I'm about to show is I can't even have a USB port. I do.
Something going on?
No, I'm about to do it now. Screen. This game.
Yes. Oh, nice looking graphics.
Yeah, the problem I had with this game was I couldn't figure out the combat system. Everything else, like this game is so like far along. It's not even funny.
Metroid. There we go.
Yeah, what was the system? I forget how to.
I forgot the control.
Yeah, I forgot how to open the. There it is. Yeah, I forgot how to open the inventory. What was this? Shovel and axe.
It's crafting game.
Yeah, crafting. I don't remember how to do this. Oh, I don't have enough. Well, yeah, I do. What?
Is it working?
No, I don't think it's working. Whatever. That was what's the problem with this. Whatever. Yeah, and so I was thinking about this. I might actually change this because right now I'm using a controller.
Right.
But the combat system I think I will use is where you use the mouse. So you use WASD to like move around, or whatever, which should be. No, it's not in the game right now.
Uh huh.
I think I had to plug this. I think I had it like an auto there for the controller. Yeah. So you would use the this right now, and then to edit stuff. Instead, I'm gonna have it to where you just like press a button, you go into edit mode, and you can like move things around and whatnot, and you can put this there and this there.
Mm.
But the combat that I decided on was a shooter kind of thing, a hit scan kind of thing. So
Okay.
this is going to be a tower defense as well, where enemies are going to be coming in, and you're going to set up like little turrets on these like spots. You gotta like move around and whatnot, and you gotta go to them, and then
Nice.
you go into attack mode, so you'll turn like red or whatever.
Right.
Turn red, you'll be able to like click on the enemies, and that'll like hit them. So it'll be like ow 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 ow, you know. You're like punching them basically in the air.
Right.
You gotta like kill them, and that's how you like do all that. You gotta like run around. You have your little towers that are also doing things, but your attacks are gonna be stronger.
That's awesome.
And then you're gonna be able to like set up more. Wait, let me.
Set up a. So you have to craft your own turret and then plant them onto the ground, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to remember how to. All right, there's more actually in the game, but I can't get to it because for some reason the crafting doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do. Sorry, I'm trying to plug my controller back in. I do know there's a bug right now where I can soft lock myself and get stuck in the UI.
Right.
I don't remember how to do that, but I might have actually just done that.
Wait, if you return to this project, do you intend to like redo it, or are you just continuing from here?
I would probably end up having to redo it, but I'm definitely going to use a bunch of the art that's already here. So I'm definitely going to reuse the art and some of the algorithms I have.
Right.
I might mess with it some more. I don't know. This has been a while, and I've gotten more savvy with like UI, because right now the UI isn't very good.
Right.
So like this, it doesn't really tell you much. You have to go back and forth. The particular, but well, that was weird.
Right. Would you consider building from a recipe, like a modern Minecraft?
Like, what do you mean?
So like you have a recipe. Your recipe specifies all the different things you can build already, and then you just build from there. Rather than manually selecting the ingredients and then crafting it.
You mean like click it and it pops up? Or...
okay, so I'm not very sure about what's happening. I'm just assuming that you are selecting the ingredients to make the item, right? And so you like select multiple of them, of the ingredients, and then you hit the craft button to make the thing you want. Is that what's happening?
It's one of the ways. Then there's also like a little list right here.
What?
Can you see where my mouse is?
Yes.
Yeah, so these are the recipes.
Oh, those are the recipes. I see.
Yeah, these are the recipes. Yeah, the items, the actual materials are over here.
Oh, okay, I get it now. Okay.
There's a way to like move it, but I don't remember how to do that. Wait, let me look at my handy dandy little control horrible design thing here.
It's laying out everything to the player.
Yeah. Let's see. Only used. Okay. Set recipe, remove craft. Yeah, X should be working. But there was a way to like. I guess you have to do it. I don't even remember how to play my own game. I don't know why it's not working. That's so irritating. Yeah, that's...
You got it?
No. Is that how you do it? Oh, this is annoying. There's other stuff that you could do. Maybe it's just because it's the old one. Well, anyways, yeah, that's that. And so I figured out the combat system, and I was like, well, okay, yeah, you won't be able to do it with the controller. Maybe, well, you kind of can, but not like as well as with a mouse, because you would have a little, basically with a controller, you'd have a little cursor that you move around, but with a mouse, you can just move directly to it.
Right.
But it feels really good to play with the controller when it comes to that kind of game.
Agree. Side-scrolling tower defense. That's cool. It looks like the arena is pretty open, right? Like it's not like I don't know if you have like boundaries.
No, there was originally there wasn't supposed to be.
Right.
But I mean it's pretty big, so I might actually limit it.
That doesn't mean that enemies can come from all directions.
Yes.
That's cool.
Well, it's gonna be like different ones. It's gonna be like flying enemies, and I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it. I might just stick to that, just keep the scope small, so I don't have to do pathfinding like crazy. So I might just have them all like float in like little ghosts, little monsters that attack things like your crops or other things. I wish I could show that off, because you can make like I put all these recipes in there. And basically what you can do is you can make like pots, chests, and they were all functional.
Right.
Pretty far with that game. This is another game where I don't know why I stopped making it. No, I know. I already said why. Because I couldn't figure out the combat system, which was annoying me with that game.
Right.
Because I didn't want to just do like a normal platformer kind of thing where you just punch or whatever. And
right.
It was like an idea to have it like a card game, so. So like the combat system would be like you run into an enemy and they like do a little card game. But I was like, nah, it's still too much.
Yeah, you're kind of building two games in one.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Cool.
So that's everything there.
Yeah, that's cool. What are the chances that next week you will be showing this game instead of Team's Paradise and Junk?
No. The game's too. I'm much further ahead in Junker Punk than I am in that game.
Right.
No, I can't even say that, to be honest, because that game. I'm just gonna say that no, I wouldn't go to that game yet.
Right.
There's 3 projects I'd be juggling. I definitely don't want to be juggling 3 projects. That I cannot do.
Right.
But once Tim's Paradise is done, then I can focus a lot more on Junker Punk. And then once Junker Punk is done, then I might actually end up jumping to that game, so I can experiment with that system going on there.
Right. Sorry?
So that'll be fun.
Yeah. Well, looking forward to it. I suppose that means wait, so your milestone is in June, right? So yeah, I'm looking forward to 2 playable demos. Well, I mean, one of them is already playable, but you know what I mean. Awesome. Yeah. Shall we recap?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, John.
Alright, I'm gonna fix up my collision responses even more, and then maybe add a score thing inside.
Yes. That'll be for next week, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's for next week.
Yeah.
One thing at a time.
That's true. For me, next week is the last school week of the semester for me. Oh, I mean, after that I'll have like a whole bunch of stuff to grade, but I think I will gradually start to have more time. So next week I will still be focusing on updating saw blades, right? Adding characters as well as fixing some UI issues. But the week after, right, I hope to dedicate a bit of time to work on Jump Jaboa. I'm still like missing 3 different levels, right, to finish up World 13. Alright, that's it for me.
What question? So like, does the next semester start like a week later or something?
Say again.
Does the semester start like a week later or something?
Does the semester start a week later? No. There is a 1 month break. I think longer than 1 month. So next week is the final week of the semester, and then at least as far as tuition is concerned. Then after that, right, it's the following week is examinations for the students, and then the following week is grading. So like I'll be busy because I'll be involved in the grading, and then comes the 1 month holiday, school holiday.
Really?
Yeah. So that means that I do have roughly 1 month to focus on like bigger updates for both Saw Blades and Jump Jerboa. Yeah, but of course, like I should point out that the in terms of like the volume of requests, like I'm getting more requests for updates for Saw Blades right now. So like I'll have to dedicate a proportionate amount of time, right, to updating each of these projects. Yeah.
Would you so for Jump Jerboa, would you just go for a endless mode?
No. My focus with Jump Jerboa is still going to be about finishing the campaign. So like I added the double jump mechanic, right, which is going to be featured in World 13. So that's definitely my focus now. Finishing up World 13. There are 6 levels now. I need 3 more. Then after that, I'm looking into wrapping up the campaign. So I'm thinking of like I don't know what's the right word for it, but at the moment, right, the structure of the game is each world has 9 levels, right? Like basically small pieces, right, for each level. Just a small challenge. I want the final chapter or the final couple of chapters in Jump Jerboa to be more of like a gauntlet, I guess, like a more longer lasting challenge. Maybe you go from one level seamlessly to the next to the next level, and well, the idea is to make it feel like it's like a final stretch. I'm not sure if I'll be able to present it the way I'm currently envisioning it, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. That's the plan for now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. My recap.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. First thing I want to do, actually, a funny thing, that Yeti game on the island. That game is actually on Steam.
What?
I bought it a long time ago. The space, and I gotta look up into that. Yes, I gotta check and see if I can still use it. But not now. I'm not gonna mess with that too. I'm not even gonna touch that game yet until like I finish these 2.
Right.
Hopefully.
You have it on Steam for how long already?
I don't know. I remember setting the release date at like 2026 or something though.
Ah.
I wasn't sure when I was gonna release it, so I was like, I'm just gonna set it like a really late date.
3 more years. It's okay. You have a lot of time.
Okay, so for right now, I definitely need to actually go and buy and set up the Steam page for Tim's Paradise, and I guess also Junker Book.
Yeah.
I don't think about it. I think I have Junker Book up on there too.
Right. Oh, that means you.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm just saying that you probably need to dedicate like a couple of days for the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Right. Do you post the trailers anywhere? Like, is there a page that you post to spread the word?
Usually what I did for Cooler, which kind of actually worked out better than I thought it would.
Streamers.
I had a trailer and then I didn't really like post anymore except for Twitter, but what I ended up doing was including it in like the what do you call it? Press kit kind of thing.
Right.
I think I linked to it. I don't remember if I included directly into it. But anyways, the press kit, and I mean, the goal was to basically just get Cooler to be showcased on YouTube channels, and that happens by just like sending the game to the streamers. You know, that's pretty much where all my traffic came from. A massive chunk of it.
Right. From streamers. Wow.
Yeah. Like showcase streamers and whatnot. Because then you have Steam, which is just a natural thing. I've never tried Reddit.
You can maybe try it. I think it's free to use anyways.
Yeah. The thing is though, I don't know how to use Reddit. I've never used it before.
Ah, right.
That's why I messed with it. I was like, what is this? Like, I felt like an old man.
It's definitely a little weird. Like, Reddit has its own culture, right? And they kind of for most part, they kind of expect you to be actively participating in different subreddits. So if your account is solely for promotion, like promoting your games, if it's solely for that, then they may not always take kindly to it, I think.
Yeah. That's one of the things I noticed.
Mm.
Game dev stuff I was looking at.
Yeah.
So, like, you can't advertise or whatever, or you have to have a certain amount of karma. This many upvotes or whatever. And I was like, man, that's... Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It's about like Discord more though, because I'm in all these streamers' Discords as well. Like the streamers that I send my games to, and I get along with them, and, like all the people when I communicate and all that. But I don't do it for just advertisement. It's fun.
Sorry, I can't catch what you just said.
Oh, since I hang out in all these Discords of the streamers or whatnot, and I enjoy that. I enjoy the people, but it feels so different compared to Reddit because Discord has a chat, so you can just talk about stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Post memes and whatnot. It's a lot quicker. It doesn't feel as split.
Right.
That's the thing about Reddit that I felt like it was way too split. Like it had all these sections that you had. I don't know how to explain. In Discord, you have the list right there automatically. You just go straight to it. But in Reddit, it felt like you had to go through these few links to go to the page itself to actually post something.
Right.
Discord is just hits then I can just be like, oh hey, how you doing? Or
Right.
I don't think I've ever typed that in my life.
So it sounds like a user friendliness issue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't like it. Honestly, I just don't like Reddit's navigation. Don't bother with it. And that's a big thing. If I find if I don't enjoy that, I tend to not use it. But a lot of people use it, so I guess I just get used to it.
Yeah. It could be worth it. Like I think when I was trying to get people to pre-register Sawblades on Google Play, the bulk of the traffic, bulk of the people who pre-registered the game on Google Play, right, came from Reddit. Yeah.
Where else did you put it up?
Sorry?
Where else did you put your game up?
Where else did I talk about the pre-registration? Only on Reddit, and only on Reddit, Twitter, and Facebook. But Facebook has like almost no traffic, I think. Yeah, just these three. Yeah, but the thing about the iOS is that like Apple would promote the pre-ordering page for me. Right, they will just put it out in the store page, right? Like under the coming soon section, you can see my game there. So for iOS, right, I have the help of the platform itself, which is great, right? But for Google Play, most of the traffic came from Reddit. Yeah, I guess that's all I can share. I haven't done. I haven't tried other platforms beyond that. Yeah.
Like dedicated phone game.
Dedicated what?
Like phone game streamers.
Phone game streams. Phone game streamers. Yeah, I suppose I can find those. Oh yeah. Actually, there's a pretty good channel that revolves around mobile games. That's called Mint City. But I don't think they cover. I don't think they cover news, right? I think that's they mostly talk about reviews or like list of games, right? Talking about best top 10 platformers on mobile and so on and so forth, right? They do content like that. So I don't think they do like mobile game news. So I'm not sure if I can just reach out and say, hey, can you broadcast my press release?
Have you how often do you watch the showcase channel kind of things?
How often do I watch what?
Like I don't know. I don't really know what to call them. I call them showcase channels because I don't.
How often do I watch the YouTubers, the mobile game YouTubers?
Yeah.
Only once in a while. Like I actually don't watch. How do I put it? I don't actually frequent any YouTube channels. Like I most of the time, right? I'm just browsing, and if a video came up on my recommended feed, I'll click on it. Yeah, and I do once in a while check out Min City because his videos appears on my recommended list, right? And so I click on it. Yeah, but I don't actively seek out such videos.
You probably look for yeah, you probably should because that's okay. So from my experience with Cooler, that was like such a great. It just felt like something that.
Sorry, do you mind repeating? I can't hear you.
Sorry, I think my mic's.
Is the mic dead?
No, I don't think it's dead. I think it's just too far away. Let me get closer. All right, can you hear me now?
No, barely.
No, really.
Okay. Yeah, barely. Wait, John, can you hear Devious?
Barely.
Oh, my ears! Oh, John. Sorry.
check 1 2.
Yeah, it's kind of soft, but I think I can kind of make out what you say.
Check 1 2.
A bit better.
Bit better? I'm like right up against it.
A bit better, but I'm kind of boosting my volume to the point where if John say anything now, right, my ears will bleed.
You should probably not do that. Yeah, I don't know what it is then.
Right, maybe it's just a small technical issue. It's okay. Sorry, anyways, you were saying? I think Devious is fixing the mic. John, can you whisper? Okay, now I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Oh! Are you back?
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh yes, I can. Hang on, let me turn down the volume.
That's weird. What the fuck? So I basically just unplugged and unplugged. Whatever, re-plugged the turn it off and turn it on again.
Oh, that's the most common fix, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So you were saying.
I forget what I was saying. What was I saying?
Yeah. What were we talking about again? Oh damn.
Oh, all right. YouTubers.
Oh yes.
My experience with YouTubers and whatnot. No, I just felt like I don't know. The mobile experience and the PC experience are like, mobile and not mobile. The not mobile experience, whatever. I'll just say PC. Yeah. The PC experience seems so different in the approach because like because you have for PC you have all these like streamers that are showcasing games and playing them. Like there's a bunch of them too. There's like Splattercat, Northern Lion, Noocrium. Yeah, there's so many I can't remember them all.
Yeah.
Some smaller ones I also follow and I talk to them and whatnot. I kind of like the smaller channels more because you get talk to them more.
Mm-hmm.
Get to know them more. What was I saying? And that just got me thinking. I was like, are there like dedicated phone game players? Because I know most of these PC showcases don't even show phone games.
Yeah.
They rarely ever do.
Yeah. There are definitely mobile focused channels out there, definitely. But they are not in the same, like, how do I put it? They are not as, I feel like they are not as prominent as the PC ones.
I would imagine that I would have been recommended some of their channels. Just because they're games,
Yeah, but I feel like I feel like maybe it's just like YouTube is not recommending them to us because maybe we are not like big mobile gamers. Maybe like Google knows our habits, right? Oh no, your mic died again. Hello?
Oh, did it?
Oh damn. Hang on. Let me bump up the volume. Can you say something? No, Devious. Devious might die, right?
Seems like it.
Seems like it, yeah. It's okay, I'll just bump up my volume. Say something? Okay, yes, we can hear you, kinda. Sorry, you're saying? Yeah. Okay, different slot. Sure. While you fix the thing, I'm just gonna say hello to Pokemon. Hello, Pokemon. Hello, Pokemon. We're at the end of the dev chat. Yeah, we're almost ending. Just chit-chatting a bit.
Oh yeah, just experience with the YouTubers.
Okay, let me bump to max volume. Okay, yes. Can you say something?
Check 1 2.
Oh wow, you're so soft. Yeah, I can kind of hear you.
Oh man, wait, one second.
Okay. Pokemon says I'm glad I could make it to the last part of the stream then. Are you done?
1 2.
Oh yes, we hear you. Fantastic.
Okay. Well, I mean, for now you do.
Yeah, it'll last for exactly 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I think because it is like slightly like sagging in the slot, so that slot might not be that good right now.
Oh.
So that's not good.
Right.
Anyways, before I go quiet again, what was I saying? Yeah, the experience is different, and I guess the only time I've ever seen like actual like showcasing of YouTube ads has just been, showcasing mobile games is on YouTube ads.
It's on YouTube ads, right.
Yeah. It's like the only time I've ever seen a mobile game ad like showcased or anything. Which is funny. I saw an indie game. Then I don't know how to feel about that one because I don't know. I kind of feel bad for people that. Because it just doesn't seem worth it to put your game on a YouTube ad.
Right.
Or maybe it is. I don't know.
It's hard to say, right? We don't have the stats. Yeah. I wonder if you're doing mobile games, right? Then if it is worth focusing your promotion efforts, marketing efforts on a platform like TikTok. Because TikTok is primarily used by really young people, right? Students, right? People who more likely will be playing mobile games because they go to school, right? So they'll play mobile games, or they'll play mobile games because it's free, maybe.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Kids don't have a lot of income.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. So maybe TikTok is worth considering. Yeah, it's a platform that I'm recently started looking into as well, but I I haven't been very diligent when it comes to making videos because of work. Yeah.
TikTok, I think TikTok right now would be like a...
Sorry?
Very questionable. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can kind of hear you.
Okay, I think TikTok... Okay, so with the recent stuff that happened, I'm curious what's going to go on with TikTok.
The recent stuff that happens.
Did you hear about the whole weather balloon thing? And now,
oh, yes. Right.
But now, because of all that...
Right. Oh, now that you mentioned that, there has been this thing going around about whether TikTok could be banned, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah.
That one was up in the air because they were trying to get rid of it, but now I have to wonder how that's gonna... Because they say it was a spy balloon. But so I don't know how they're gonna react to like TikTok, because one of the big arguments against TikTok is that it's spyware. Right.
Yeah.
They tried to, anyways, or tried to get them to sell it to a different person that wasn't.
How did that go?
I don't fully remember. I know it didn't go through.
Right. Well, I'm under the impression that the international version of TikTok is under like a different CEO. Is it? I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Honestly, I'm not sure. All I know is that currently though, no government facility can have TikTok.
Right.
Like if you work for the government or something, you cannot have, or at least on the government phones, like the ones they issue you.
Right.
You can't have TikTok installed on your.
Right. As a security precaution, right?
Yeah.
Right. Understandable.
And with all this weather balloon stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Just let you know, you never know if like suddenly TikTok gets shut down. It's like.
Yeah, I guess that's all the more reason to not be overly reliant on just one avenue, right? Yeah. Cool. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, shall we wrap up? Yeah. Oh, hang on. Let me just answer Pokemon. No, those are not your Windows notification. I was adjusting the volume. Alright, hang on, let me just lower the volume so that when John speaks, I don't go deaf. Okay, John, shall we recap? Yeah.
Recap? We've already done that. I'm gonna fix my collision response.
Wait, have we recapped already?
To add some scores. What?
We recapped already?
Yes, we talked.
Oh, I'm sorry!
We recapped already.
We recapped already! Sorry, shall we wrap it up? Hello?
How do we wrap it up? Yeah, how do we wrap it up? We just say, see you all next week.
See you next week. Yeah. Right, let's wrap it up. Thanks, it was a great chat. Let's do this again on Sunday, same timing?
This was a short one.
Yeah.
Alright, man, see you all. Bye. Okay, let me just disconnect. Right. Okay. Apologies for this technical issue here and there. Let's see. Yo, Pokemon, are you done with your physics assignment? It seems like you all have one final deadline today, right? You're working on it as we speak. Oh, nice. Hang on, almost done. Fantastic. That's good to hear. Looks like Chow is doing tabletop RPG stuff. Chow is a very talented local developer. Maybe we can go over and say hi. Let me just type the raid command. Chow Clips. Alright, thanks for hanging around, everyone. Thanks, Pokemon. Hang on, let's see how many of us is okay. Nito. Yo, Devious, thanks again for hanging around. Okay, I'm gonna run the outro and hope to see you all very soon. Yeah, have a good one. Have a good one, everyone.